Where we at? Blues play, what we doing? Watching Blue spice it up. Is that all? No, she gonna eat it up. Can we get a plate? No. Welcome to the show. Let me introduce myself. My name is Blue, but I'm not a chef. I like to cook, shop, have fun, and eat. But enough about me. I have some folks I like you to meet. Security will call. Allison, who dat? Make my day. But don't be foolish. You better stay out their way. Janice and Miss Jazzy, they don't play. So think twice before you something to say. Anti and Sinner are here when they can. One's working on being famous and the other is traveling the land. Real and Kamika, gonna make you laugh. But don't get it twisted, you get no pass. Dion is so blessed, that's my family. I love my family, and they love me. So now that you've been introduced, go ahead and grab a seat, cause we about to cook and eat. Enjoy the show, hit the thumbs up, press subscribe and the bell to be notified. Let's go, let's cook, let's spice it up, let's eat it up, let's laugh, right here on Blues Plate.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Shout out to everyone. Thank you for being here. So we're going to do this a little different today. At the time I'm doing this, I think it's going to be a live premiere, but it may not be. So either way, welcome to Blues Plate. Hope everybody is doing well. Please remember to thumbs up the video. Comment before and after, or during and after. You know what I mean. So today we are having some orange pork chops. All right, so let's go, let's cook. So in front of us we have some thin sliced pork chops. All right, thin sliced boneless pork chops. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is season those up. In this we have Goya, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and tomato basil seasoning. That is going to get mixed together, and then we are going to cover both sides of our thin cut pork chops, okay? Y'all already know, a little heavy-handed when it comes to the seasoning, but that's okay. All right, we got one side done. Let's flip it over, do the other side, and we will then move on to the next step. So seasoning has always been very important when it comes to food, right? Some people are light with the seasonings, some people are heavy. I can tell you that there is about a tablespoon of or less of all of these ingredients, okay? Now, we're gonna save a little bit of our mixture because we're gonna make some homemade orange sauce. So all of the rest of this will go into the orange sauce. All right, let's get ready to put this in our pan. So in our cast iron, we're going to start with a little bit of EVOO, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan, okay? Because we're only going to brown each side of our thin pork chops, okay? So we don't need a whole lot of oil. We're not frying them, we just want to brown them. We're gonna let this get nice and hot and we'll be right back. All right, our oil is ready, so we're gonna go ahead and put our thin cut pork chops right down in our oil. All right. So these are going to brown on each side. The amount of time that will take will simply depend on how hot your oil is. You guys can see there, we got a pretty good heat going, pretty good sizzle going in our EVOO. This is a one pan dish. In the same pan this is in, we're going to be putting our homemade juice. All right. There we go. So we're gonna let those brown on both sides. We'll be back in a minute. All right, time to flip those over. See, just a browning on each side. This takes a few minutes. So this has probably been on about medium-high heat. All right. We're gonna let the other side get brown. And then we are going to take these out and start on our juice. All right, you guys, we have a nice brown on both sides. And we're just gonna put those in a bowl. All right. Nice sizzle. Now some of these aren't brown enough on one side, so I'm gonna leave them in here a little bit longer. Like these three, let those stay in the middle. But you guys see what I'm talking about on our chops, okay? These are gonna stay in here and we are going to transition to the other side of the camera. Sorry, other side of the kitchen so we can start our juice. All right, so we have 1 garlic clove, 3 orange sweet peppers, and I believe this is 4 small oranges. I think they're cuties. Let me taste one, hold on. Oh, that's good and sweet. So about 4 cuties, and we're gonna take these and get them blended up. Be right back. Yeah, I didn't even have the thing to go to this. Anyway, so first we're gonna do our cuties, okay? And this is a bit of a process because we need to do this and then strain it, and then we can add the rest of our ingredients, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get those nice and smooth. And we'll be right back. So you guys, I was gonna do this and strain it, but I changed my mind. I'm actually going to leave it at this thick texture. So now I'm going to add my sweet peppers and that 1 garlic clove right to our mixture, okay? And we'll be right back. And then the rest of that Goya, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and tomato basil seasoning, we're gonna go ahead and add into that. All right. Now something tells me this is not gonna be enough liquid, so I'm probably gonna have to add some veggie broth, but we'll see what happens in a minute. Back at the stove, we have our mixture, okay? And this is going right into that EVOO and all those drippings and seasoning from our pork, okay? We're going to pour that right on in there. Get all of that, chunks and all, okay? And you want to make sure you turn your heat down at this point. Now we're adding cilantro to this, but I don't want to change the color to green. Okay, so that's why we're going to add the cilantro later. All right, let's get all of that in there. Let's get that bottom, all those things, juices and liquids from the bottom. Okay, I don't want green liquid. All right. I'm telling y'all, one skillet, easy, quick meal. Okay. All of our liquids mixed together. And then what? We just put our chops right back in that mixture on low and let those chops soak up all this liquid. I did forget to tell you, when you peel your oranges, make sure to leave some of your rind so you can use it as garnish. Okay? Put these right back in here on low. Let all of those liquids soak up, and we'll be back. So I forgot to mention that if you are doing this dish with pre-made orange juice, you're going to have to use cornstarch and water or some kind of thickening agent, because it's not going to be as thick as this. It won't be gravy thick unless you add something to get it thick, right? So remember I said I was going to drain, you know, I was going to thin it out, basically getting rid of that pulp. But by not doing that, it made me have a thicker consistency so that I didn't have to use a thickening agent, okay? So these are done. Let's go ahead and plate up our meal for this Monday. We're keeping this real simple. We're having some broccoli, some steamed broccoli. All right, we're just gonna season that up with a little bit of Mrs. Dash, or it's now called Miss Dash. We're gonna season that up with a little bit of Miss Dash and a little bit of plant butter, and get that ready for our plate. We're gonna add some pepper to this as well. So there's our pepper and plant butter, and we're just gonna get that nice and melted down in there. I love the no salt Mrs. Dash, y'all, but you know, I also don't mind the brand that you get from Dollar Tree, and I enjoy Tabitha Brown's no salt seasonings. All right, got that seasoning all in there. Butter is melted. We'll be right back. Let's get the star of the show, which is our orange chops. Smells so good in here. Baby, doesn't it smell good in here?
Yes, it does.
All right, y'all. There's our chops. Looking nice and good.
Spice it up.
Let's plate it up.
Let's laugh right here on Blue's Plate.
Here we go. With our broccoli. Nice steamed broccoli. Right in the bag. Quick microwave. All right. And let's plate up that goodness. Oops. Let me move y'all around a little bit. There we go. And y'all know what we do. Let's garnish it. Take our orange, slice it, cut it down the middle, give it a twist. Try not to break it. There you go. Let's garnish that with some cilantro. My hands are wet. That's why it's not coming off. Here we go. There we go. Now the plan was to actually have put this in, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Let's give it one more leave right on top. There we go. That's our plate for today. Here on Blue's plate. Looks good. Y'all know I'm gonna taste it for you. Give me a second. All right, time to give it a taste. Going in with our broccoli. Baby, you want to taste?
Yeah.
Grab a fork, honey. Broccoli's nice. See what this meat is doing. Oh, you know what?
Nicely seasoned broccoli.
That's different, babe. It's different. That oregano. That oregano is good. A little bit more cooked longer to make it more tender.
The sauce is excellent.
It's different. I almost can't even put a word to it.
Fantastic, delicious, flavorful.
Thank you, baby. But what I mean is, I can't put a word to. Definitely would cook it just a little bit longer. What do you think as far as like the tenderness though?
I think it's pretty good.
You don't think it could be a little bit more tender?
No.
Well, you guys, Harvey enjoys it. And I'm gonna go make him a full plate. It's something about that sauce is just hitting. I almost can't put like name to it.
Has a nice sweetness.
And it's
And a little,
and it's not extra sweet.
no, not overly sweet.
Like I thought it would be a little.
And a bit of a spicy kick to it.
There is a spicy kick to it. I think next time I would cook them a little bit longer, and I would add another spice, a little bit of extra kick, like maybe more crushed peppers.
I know. I think you should just leave it the way it is. It's good on its own.
You think it's good on its own?
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all.
My new favorite sauce next to spicy mango. Spicy mango.
Baby, you gotta stop doing that. I make a sauce and then you have to have it all the time.
I don't need it all the time.
Here.
Just, maybe once or twice a month.
Once or twice a month?
Mm-hmm.
That's called greed.
No, it's not. It's called enjoying your wife's cooking.
Now, this piece is really tender.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you some of the pieces are more tender than the others. This piece was perfected.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean.
It was perfected.
Mm.
I mean, perfect as far as tenderness. But it's the flavor, a great flavor, y'all.
Very flavorful. Very, very flavorful.
Well, anyway, you all, have a napkin, please. What is stuck in your ear?
My headphones.
Oh. I saw it on the camera. I was like, what is that? All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. And we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Right here on Blue's Plate.
But I gotta run. So good night, Blues Crew. Thank you for all you do. Good night, Blues Crew. See you next time right here for another fun-filled good time. Good night, good night. Eat well and be